Welcome to Smart Lagos, the program that spotlights how technology, innovation, and forward-thinking governance are transforming Africa's busiest city. This week, from digital platforms that enhance transparency to tech-driven agriculture, smarter data systems, and stronger disaster preparedness, Lagos is redefining what a modern, efficient, and people-centered city should be. This is Smart Lagos, where innovation powers progress. I am Joy Ken Abakuya.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city. Up first on Smart Lagos, the state is deepening transparency and efficiency in one of its most sensitive sectors, land administration. A new digital platform is set to change how residents access and process land-related services. Let's take a closer look. Lagos is going digital once again, this time in the crucial area of land use and physical planning. The state government has launched the Electronic Physical Planning Process System, a fully online platform that streamlines land applications, building approvals, and development monitoring. Unveiling the initiative, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said the old paper-based process can no longer match the state's rapid population growth and infrastructure demands. He described the new platform as a major leap under the technology and innovation pillar of the government's Themes Plus agenda, noting that it will ease the process for residents and ensure faster approvals.
It will provide accurate data for urban management. It will help with drainages, with infrastructure, roads, and planning. It will help with environmental monitoring. It will ensure every development meets our master plan, and it will help also keep safety standards. And really, for our citizens, this innovation means less stress for them. It means shorter queues. It means faster approval process time for them. And that's why we're in government, quite frankly. We're meant to make life a lot easier for our citizens. It would be a shame on all of us as Lagos State officials and professionals if we cannot, at the minimum, do that for them. That's why we're here. So that indeed, when we leave, it will be said of us that yes, life was a lot better. Things were a lot faster. Because the city will grow. We want it or we don't want it. It's not left with all of us here to ensure that at least there's a growth where we can measure it, we can see, and we can very well shape it into a nice, beautiful place that all of us will be truly proud of. And that's the difference. It brings about fairness, it brings about confidence in government. Knowing that every application will be treated on its merits and every development meets safety and environmental requirements. I believe this is where technology helps citizens and government to come closer. The EPPS is also in line with the President Tinubu's Renew Hope agenda. Like I said, the idea was way when he was governor. Now he's president. If we start it in Lagos, we'll show him that, Oga, it is here. Copy it at federal as well. Copy it at the other state level. Will he feel very well? Won't we all be happier for it? It helps the country to also grow better. And so by digitalizing planning, applications, and approval, it promotes transparency, efficiency, and citizen-centered delivery. It simplifies processes for developers. It will help them be able to attract more investment. It will speed up project completion, delivery. It provides accurate data, which is important, which will certainly help us as decision makers. Lagos will certainly be able to show that it's a city that is innovative and is supporting the national goals of inclusive governance.
Special advisor to the governor on Electronic Geographic Information System and Urban Development, Olajide Babatunde, said the system would plug revenue leakages and eliminate manipulation in physical planning procedures.
You can certify documents online from wherever you are in the world. It means that even if you want to buy a property, you're able to do a search whether that property has an approval on our platform. So the Electronic Physical Planning Process System ensures that everything that is done by the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development and other agencies connected to the ministry would actually now do processes that are automated, that are digital, that are online, that are seamless, that do not require human beings.
The platform is expected to provide accurate data for urban management and environmental monitoring, ensuring compliance with Lagos's master plan and safety standards.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city. Still on digital transformation, Lagos is expanding its tech-driven reforms to the civic data space. The government has launched an electronic birth registration system alongside new community development projects. Here's the story. Developed by the National Population Commission, the new platform allows parents to register their children from birth to 12 months online, automatically generating a national identification number for each child. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commended the collaboration between the National Population Commission, UNICEF, and the Lagos State Government, noting that the digital system will strengthen record-keeping, planning, and access to essential services.
Every child from the age of 0 months to 12 months are meant to do the e-registration. And like you've heard from the representative of UNICEF, Lagos is well over 95%, that we have done. But whatever it is that we're meant to do, we need to do it and make sure it is 100%. And I know that with the e-registration they've started now, those children, those kids, they will have their NIN number. So what it means is that it's data that we're collecting right from their birth, and that is the way to go. Government can use it to plan, government can use it to support development, and government can use it to know where each and every one of us is staying. And that's why the chair of chair is here. That's why all the local government chairmen, their representatives are here to take that message forward and to go and launch the e-birth registration in their various local governments.
UNICEF's chief of the Lagos Field Office praised Lagos for its remarkable achievement in child protection and digital inclusion, noting that 94% of children under 5 have already been registered.
A child is not visible without birth registration. A child is not accounted for when the state registers the population in the states with a view to budget for social protection services. Lagos has done very well. About 94% of children under 5 in Lagos are already registered. And that's thanks to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's support to the birth registration effort. But the work is not yet done. There are still communities that are not reached. There are still communities that are informal settlements where parents do not know about birth registration, where parents do not know how to register their children. Low-income families facing barriers. We are here because we are not leaving one single child behind. We are leaving no one behind in Lagos.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu also inaugurated multiple landmark projects facilitated by the chairman of the Lagos Island East LCDA, Muib Alade Folawiyo.
Following our second term inauguration, we immediately launched another 100 days of impactful governance, ensuring continuity, progress, responsiveness to the needs of our residents.
The governor commended the council's leadership for what he described as a shining example of infrastructural renewal, governance, and innovation.
Here, inside the local government premises, there are about 6 different structures that have been rebuilt and extensively refurbished. This is a new Kilekwe, Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu Administrative Building. This is big, this is humbling. Thank you very much. And I'm hoping that these 56 suites of office complex will be put to good use. The local government will raise sufficient revenue. They will interact with the public professionally, and we'll see growth and development in this building going forward. There is also the newly built 500-seater RF Balogun Legislative Building. A spacious, where is that? That's one there. A spacious 500-seater event hall. We'll also have the FOK Sonya Chapel. We also have the Alaja Arisikat Gubambi Abisogun Mosque. We also have the revamped, secretariat at Sapas, which are part of the things that he has done here. All of these events will support, in my view, local entrepreneurship. It will boost the IGR of the local government, because what it means is that our citizens can come and they can do their business differently at different locations. The legislative arm they'll be very comfortable in their buildings. All of the councillors and the leaders of the house, they have a space to work from. If you want to use the local government premises for a meeting or for an event, they have a 500-seater utility hall. They have the mosque, they have a chapel, they have everything inclusive. They also have an all-state agency building. That's a big one for us, where all the state government agencies, LAPCA, LASURA, LAFIDA, all of them can have a one-stop shop.
The inaugurated projects include a housing estate comprising modern 2- and 3-bedroom flats and 4-bedroom duplexes, the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Corps operational base, a courthouse, and a shopping mall, among others. From citizen services to food systems, Lagos is also leveraging innovation to support farmers and stabilize food prices. The second phase of the Onje Eco Farmer Subsidy Program has now been unveiled. More details in the next report. The Onje Eco Farmer Subsidy Program, introduced to cushion the impact of rising production costs, is back for its second phase with expanded support for farmers across Lagos. Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusonya, says the new phase offers a 25% discount on poultry and fish feed, free grains for pig farmers, and the distribution of farm equipment to crop clusters across the state. It also includes free fertilizer, discounted mechanization services, and continuous technical support through government extension agents.
We believe that this is a very important period. This is end of year. There's a lot of tourism activities that are going to take place. We know how last year the benefits Nigeria had for Dirty December, particularly a lot of people trooping in from diaspora into Lagos. People who stay in hotels, people who stay in Airbnbs. The entire hospitality sector gets a major boost. Festivities and festivals and concerts will happen, but people must still eat. So we are still the backbone of that sector. So we need to ensure that in the same vein that the sector of hospitality is getting, this level of awareness, we must make that experience wholesome to the point where people can also say, yes, food in Lagos, the prices were down and they were able to buy more for cheaper. So these are things that we want to work on to ensure that all of the interventions of Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, from tourism to environment to health to transportation to security and then to food in this period, everything is well synchronized and everybody is happier for it.
The commissioner adds that the state government will also offer a 25% discount on staple food items at the Lagos Fresh Food Hub, Mushin, to ensure residents have access to affordable food during the festive season.
So we want to ensure that Lagos residents have a stress-free festive end of the year, and they also have quality and nutritious food. So these interventions, they align with the overarching goals of the Produce for Lagos program, in addition to supporting the foundation of the Lagos Food Systems Transformation Agenda. Together, they are transforming Lagos into a self-sufficient food systems, addressing both production and distribution challenges while promoting inclusivity, innovation, and economic resilience.
The Onje Eco Farmer Subsidy Program, scheduled to commence on the 19th of November, will run simultaneously across 10 locations statewide, from Agege and Ikorodu to Ekpe, Ojo, and Badagry. Participation will be limited to registered farmer associations to ensure transparency and accountability.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city. Beyond agriculture, the state is strengthening resilience. Plans are underway to establish an Institute of Disaster Management and Migration Studies, a move designed to build long-term emergency response capacity. Here's the update. As a coastal megacity with a growing population, Lagos continues to face diverse environmental and human-induced challenges. To enhance its readiness and coordination in times of crisis, the state government is working towards setting up an Institute of Disaster Management and Migration Studies. Permanent Secretary, Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, Femi Oke-Osointolu, says the proposed institute will serve as a center for training, research, and practical field experience in disaster preparedness and migration management.
And we are partnering with international organizations, United Nations being represented by IOM. We are partnering with the academicians, LASU, UNILAG, to have a structure in place so that we will be able to carry out research, so that we will be able to develop an effective and efficient early warning.
The consultation meeting brought together key stakeholders, including representatives from the National Universities Commission, the National Board for Technical Education, international development partners, and members of the academic community.
It's a must for everybody, for every community, for the learned, for the community people, and for everyone. If you know how to prepare for a disaster, you know how to respond, you know how to manage it.
When established, the Institute of Disaster Management and Migration Studies is expected to become a national hub for capacity building, research, and innovation in emergency and migration management. And still on sustainability, Lagos is positioning technology at the center of its agricultural growth. At the Agri-Innovation Summit 2.0, the state reaffirmed its commitment to tech-powered food security and national development. Let's hear more. The second edition of the Lagos Agri-Innovation Summit brought together government officials, private sector players, and young innovators to explore solutions for building resilient and efficient food systems. Represented by his Deputy Chief of Staff, Sam Igube, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said Lagos must be viewed as a national asset whose growth and creativity can drive Nigeria's development. He noted that innovation and technology are helping the state overcome limitations in land availability and boost agricultural productivity.
We believe that food security systems is very, very important, and food security is at the heart of Mr. President's strategy. It's at the heart of Lagos State's strategy, and we are here to excite our people and to cause them to focus on this great dream to lift Nigeria forward. It's the reason why we are investing and partnering with the private sector in the food systems and logistic base. We believe with that we are going to stimulate production up country. Value is always going to be driven by the market, and Lagos is the biggest market in sub-Saharan Africa. So we must pay particular attention to what Lagos does and how we mobilize the people of Lagos to produce for Nigeria.
Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Systems, Abisola Olusonya, noted that initiatives such as the Agri-Innovation Club and Produce for Lagos program are integral to the state's agricultural roadmap, designed to achieve self-sufficiency in safe and nutritious food.
Feeding a city of over 24 million people is not the work of one person or one institution. It is the work of a system, a living, breathing network, where collaboration replaces competition, where innovation meets opportunity, and where small beginnings grow into a lasting impact. That is why the Lagos Agri-Innovation Club was created, to serve as a bridge between young agripreneurs and the broader agricultural transformation agenda of Lagos State. It is why the Eco Flavors Culinary Initiative was birthed, why the annual Lagos Food Festival is a hotspot for food creatives, why the Lagos Agripreneurship Program, LAB, exists, and the Lagos Agric Scholars Program is reimagining the agric knowledge delivery across our schools. All of these programs and initiatives are key in delivering the ministry's agricultural and food systems roadmap, launched in 2021, which sets out our long-term strategy to make Lagos self-sufficient in wholesome, nutritious, and safe foods.
Other state officials reaffirmed the government's support for youth participation, funding, and innovation in the agriculture sector.
We are witnessing a transformation where farming is no longer just about tilling the land, but about applying ideas and innovation to feed our growing population, to create sustainable jobs and drive prosperity. For us, at the Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment, this resonates deeply. Our core mandate is to empower people. Let me dwell on what we do in Ministry of Wealth Creation and Employment. We have different programs, the likes of specialized ICT. This is a program that targets the youth. We have youth that are very, very intelligent, but we create opportunities where they can be useful. How we can orchestrate jobs for them. This ICT program, it's a program that will train them here and on ICT base, and they must be ICT savvy as well. It must be something they have flair for.
We recognize that agriculture is not merely one of many sectors. It is a strategic enabler of commerce, employment, and food security. With a population exceeding 22 million residents and a daily food consumption estimated, and I'm looking at my colleague here, at over 10,000 metric tons, am I right? Yes, please, let's applaud. I mean, this is Lagos. We're about scale, we're about dynamism, and we're also about access. Lagos embodies both a formidable challenge and a boundless opportunity. The challenge is to sustainably feed Africa's fastest growing megacity, and the opportunity is to create a model of smart, tech-enabled food systems that can inspire and must inspire the rest of our beloved continent.
Even as you think about the use of technology to determine where we go from here, it starts even before the first seed is planted.
Through innovation, partnerships, and targeted programs, Lagos is positioning itself as the model for a food-secure, technology-driven future in Nigeria.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
This week in Lagos, your window into the heartbeat of Africa's largest city. And that's where we wrap up this edition of Smart Lagos, a week that once again shows how technology, innovation, and purposeful governance are shaping a more efficient and future-ready city. Join us again next time as we continue to track the ideas, projects, and people-driven Lagos transformation. Thanks for watching. Remember, a smarter Lagos begins with you. Stay safe.
There is only one station that others look up to. A station where professionalism and class come to play. So in whatever we do, be it news, sports, politics, information and culture, even in entertainment, tourism, education, documentaries and kiddies programming, we set the standard others want to be.